erste Seewache sich klar machen.
Well, I'm quite pleased to report that we survived. No other depth. They dropped depth charges really far away for quite a while, but no others really came close. Task Force scooted off that way, and we'll never catch it again. So we'll just have to take the limited satisfaction of having hit HMS Hood, I suppose. I could double check that it really was. Yeah, Hood is the one with the camouflage, and Repulse is, I guess, the other one. Is Repulse in here? I guess she might be Renown class. I don't actually know. I probably should. But at any rate, we stayed submerged for quite a while, pretty much all night, more or less purely as precaution. We'd lost contact for quite a while, and it's now just after 7 in the morning, and we are gonna crack on towards wherever I decide to patrol, I guess. So I suppose it had to happen sooner or later that we'd get a radio message from ourselves, given that you just get random ones from actual boats. So, yeah, from U-46 to U-46. Well, presumably addressed to headquarters, but we happened to pick it up. Dated 1939, October 26th, leaving operations area because of lack of fuel. Well, allow me to reassure you that our fuel level is not of concern at this time. Another radio message, this one of some importance, I'm going to say, especially since I've more or less decided that I'm going to be obeying orders that we receive via radio message in this patrol. So, from BDU to U-46, dated 1939, October 27th. As it has been learned beyond all doubt that the enemy is using liners exclusively as troop transports, permission is now given to attack liners sailing in convoy. So, yeah, there we go. Presumably, if they're sailing on their own, we're not necessarily. Well, I don't know really whether we should or not, but at any rate, there's been no contact so far, and we are approaching the area I had intended to patrol, so we'll see how that goes. Another one whose relevance I don't think is necessarily there, but is perhaps still of some historical value. So, again, dated 1939, October 27th. Boats may not board ships which have been stopped for examination. Which, well, we can't board ships anyway. Ships are to be sunk by torpedo only, even when they are only attacked after examination, which can now consist of looking through the papers after resistance has been quelled with gunfire. So yeah, we can't board ships, so there's a limited relevance to us, but here it is. Well, 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 we reached the area that I wanted to patrol in fairly uneventfully. I did decide to take us closer in to, well, land, just because being this early in the war, I felt that it probably wouldn't hurt to be a bit more aggressive, given that we could probably get away with it. And we just got, as you can see here, a radio report of a convoy right here heading east northeast at a speed of 6 knots. And that came in at 14:05. I should probably make a note of that. Just for any data. 14:05. So, east northeast. We can assume that's a heading of, I don't know, 075, something like that. Being this close in, it does seem fairly likely, let's increase speed, that it will probably alter course and either head north or, well, either northeast or southeast. Now, That being said, the convoy map we have here shows that all the convoys that pass north of Ireland tend to go into Liverpool. So I guess we might want to assume that it turns south, and if it does turn south before we're able to intercept it to, well, try and move along into here. But let's see. I've increased a standard. How long will it take us to reach, say, this point? 8 hours. And how far can they go in 8 hours at 6 knots? 88 kilometers, we'll call it 90. So from present position, you have traveled 90 kilometers. They should be approximately there. So if the convoy for some reason doesn't turn, which really seems unlikely, I almost think I should try to plan to intercept it down here, but well, we're heading this way anyway. So if we don't find anything here, I will continue at probably standard speed still so that we can overtake it and try to intercept the convoy at one of these choke points in here. So let you know how that goes. Okay, so you might think I'm crazy and the audio might not come through super well, but I'm nearly certain I can hear something very faint at about 110. So, at our present course, bearing of 110 would mean said contact. That doesn't make any sense. What's it there? And how far is that from its starting position? 36 kilometers, and it's been... What time is it? 2100. So 6 hours. 6 knots, 6 hours. They should have gone way further than that. Warship bearing 002, eh? Ha. Well, it doesn't sound like a destroyer, which suggests to me that it might be some kind of patrol craft running a bit of a screen out here. Closing too, so that's pretty much right in our way. Well, that's really helpful. And so after this amount of time, the convoy should have gone in 6 hours, 6 knots, 66 kilometers. Boy. So yeah, it should be there. So none of this makes any sense as to what this far off contact here could possibly be. Maybe another patrol craft. Listen really carefully along some more bearings. Oh yeah, I hear something at 070. What would that be like? Zero 7 0. That makes a little bit more sense. If it would mean that our convoy was, say, here, or it had turned and it was somewhere like here, that could be it. That is awfully faint, though. It could just be another patrol craft. Ooh, things could get interesting as we try to make our way into here.
Kontakt, Kriegsschiff, Entfernung gleichbleibend auf 118, große Entfernung.
Warship at 118. Ah, that could be what I was hearing off on that bearing. Or is it? That's kind of faint too. I'm surprised my hydrophone operator even picked it up. Well, I think our logical course of action right now is to turn south. Go between these two contacts and try and scoot off in this direction afterwards. That being said, I'm gonna have a look around. Whoops, wrong scope. Gonna have a look around with the periscope, and if I don't actually see anything, I'm gonna surface, because we'll make better time that way. So no officer on helm station. Yes there is. Ooh, can't see over them waves. Yeah. Oop. Nope, don't think that's anything. Surface. Surface and head south. This way, maybe. And once we're actually on the surface, which should be any second now. Yeah, there we go. All ahead standard. Some pretty heavy seas tonight, but good moonlight. So, guess we got something going for us in that respect. Alright, let's head south. Slowly and with great care. And if we get close to this point, I'll dive again, do another hydrophone check, and see what the situation is. Okay, periscope depth, all stop. Ooh, that's something. Pretty loud contact at 020. Where would that be then? Somewhere along that bearing. Oh. And 010. Not sure what that would be. Sounds like patrol craft of some kind at 205. Not gonna worry about that. But this is something. Like, seriously something. Zero 020. See if it changes course. Seems to be a fairly steady bearing, maybe moving slightly right to left. Let's get moving. and head, I don't know, this way? We'll run for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Merchant, medium speed, moving away at 028. Two of them. That could be our convoy then. Yeah. In that case, it'll definitely still be heading this way. Moving away, 021. See if we can observe any kind of a trend here. Oh my, yeah, that's gotta be a convoy. Yeah, well, we have to assume it's heading this way. So, let's run on the surface for a bit and see what we can do. How far away is that? 20 kilometers, so we're never going to see it, not in this light. Okay, on the surface, all ahead full. And round about here, I will dive again, and we'll do another sound check. Ah! Turn my volume way up when I'm listening to the hydrophone, so... Oy. Alright, where'd they go? All kinds of contact at 080. Okay. Which means... It's moving. A little bit. If we were to assume that it turned like here, could be doing something like that. So, surface again, and let's get moving. Oh, we're not seeing anything yet, to be honest. Well, I guess we wouldn't necessarily. So, keep moving for now. Then I'll do another dive right here. And we'll have another listen. What? Oh. How did I miss that? Zero 60, and I'm sure I'll get a proper position report from my hydrophone operator if I let him listen long enough. Yep. Oh. That's interesting. Puts it like that? What's it going into Northern Ireland? Into I think it's a slightly contentious issue as to what one should call that city, so I won't. Okay then. Let's try and overtake it before it gets into the shallows then. Yeah, definitely moving along there. Alright, surface. All ahead full. There we go. Ship spotted 053. I don't see anything. Want to run that by me again? 054. Well, I don't see anything, but... Oh! Oh! That's a ship. That's a ship coming out of the fog. It's gotta be. And it is kind of destroyer-y shaped. And it's kind of close. Where did you spot this? Oh my god. Right. Let's be a little careful about this. And yeah, because if we're alongside the convoy now, then we're not in a good position. We need to get out in front of it. So if we're at a visual range now, let's go straight down this way, and all ahead flank. We gotta move. We don't have a lot of time here. Convoy is either deliberately hugging the coastline, or it's actually going here. Radio message. What could that be? Operation carried out AM-35. Yeah, whatever. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Don't time warp that fast. There we go. Ship 098. Letting off for some reason. Okay, periscope depth. 098. Let's have a quick... Oh. Okay. 098. Well, I don't see it, but I believe you. Quiet down.
Schleichfahrt. Beide Maschinen kleine Fahrt. 50 Umdrehung.
Beide Maschinen machen 50 Umdrehungen.
Well, nothing else seen yet, but I'm sure we'll start getting hydrophone reports shortly. Ooh. Is that ship zigzagging? That's not good. Where is it though? There we go. Yeah, there's our destroyer. I wonder if it might have seen us, since we were kind of showing it our broadside there. Well, if it did, let's make sure we're not where we were when it happened. By heading straight this way and increasing speed a little bit. South, southeast at medium speed. Yeah, that's not good. But I told you guys to be quiet. We do have torpedoes loaded, right? Yes. But dumped. See anything else yet? Nope. Not coming directly. If it is coming almost straight at us. Verdammt, verdammt! Nothing else though. Yet. Should be all straight off that way. How deep's the water here? Which tool has a little diddly on it? Could have sworn one of them did. Little indicator? Can't be very deep anyway. it's getting too bloody close. Yeah. Down scope, slow down. Give me 25 meters. I could have sworn that one of my little toolies in here had a little depth thing. Maybe I've got one here. Oh yeah, that's really helpful with the night light on. Hey, we've got lots of handy little tools with swastikas on them. How lovely. I'm going to assume it's not very deep. At the very least. I'm going to change course a bit too. Head towards the convoy. That'll be our destroyer friend right there. I think we might have fooled him. Or not. Crap. Crap. Fairly steady bearing. Oh, how much depth I have to play with. Not a lot. Well, run things forward and see what happens. All we can do. Okay. I'm gonna risk coming back up to periscope depth. Alright, let's very carefully have a look. Expect it to be like over here somewhere. Where's our friend? Come on, come up a bit. There. There's our destroyer friend. Give me a look. Which way is he going? Okay. That destroyer doesn't know where we are. There's no way. Come on, turn away, please. Getting a little close. Okay, we've got a cargo ship. Got lots of ships. How many columns do we have? Oh, this is great. We can just stay undetected. We can get inside this convoy. Come on. Be oblivious. In fact, just to make sure that happens, let's go back down for a little bit and then come back up. Gotta be really careful not to stuff this up. Okay, our columns are like this ish. Okay. them get closer. Alright, just about time to come back up now, I think. Periscope depth. Yeah, I'm sure. Bring her up again. Oh yeah. All kinds of contact here. Let's run perpendicular to the columns. And I'll actually sort of map out a number of them with my ruler, just so we can get a good idea. I want to head for the innermost columns, because that's probably going to be where the juiciest targets are. That being said, these look kind of big. Let's actually look and not just be looking at a map, shall we? Freighter, freighter, freighter. Big freighters, though. That is a capital ship. Well, not a capital ship. A light cruiser, but a worthwhile target, at the very least, in the second column. Okay, stop. I'm going to position myself between these two columns. Which means we're going to have to back up a little bit, but there you go. Not a lot of time to play with. So, make sure we're nice and perpendicular. And start backing up. And we'll just have to shoot at one of the ships in this column with the stern tubes. Is that really the second column? No, it isn't. It's the third. Okay, run forwards again. Yeah, that's perfect, because if we can shoot at ships in this column with our forward tubes, this column with the stern tubes, since these are kind of small, and so one hit actually stands a decent chance of sinking them. Yeah. We're in good shape. As long as we can stay in front of this thing, oh my god. Anyway, let's identify this thing. It is a British warship, and it's a light cruiser. Two stacks, not quite the same height. Bingo. Fiji class. Okay, I'm content to do an initial speed as the reading we got from the contact report is 6 knots. Doesn't look to be going any faster than that. If we have time, we'll do another one. And set up an AOB, a preliminary AOB. Double check that we're getting in front of this column sufficiently. No, speed up. I'm worried about one of those ships seeing my periscope if we're this close. I guess the obvious solution to that is to put the scope down and run forwards for a little bit. Especially since that's the second ship in the column. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Should have gotten a little position on those columns though. Distance between them is like about 1 kilometer. So if we stop about here, we should be fine. Okay, upscope.
Kontakt, Kriegsschiff kommt näher auf 302, große Entfernung.
My periscope just above the typical wave height. Light cruiser. Oh yeah, gotta whack that in. Take a range. Up a little more with that scope. 1100 meters. I'm going to input all this stuff into the TDC manually, just so that I don't stuff it up every time I click the checkbox there. Yeah, there we go. Gyro angle is good. Now, do I want to shoot something in the next column over as well? What sort of targets have we got out there? Granville, large merchant. Those are kinda out of the way though. So maybe we should focus. Principally focus our efforts on this light cruiser. And then just take maybe a bit of a snapshot at something in this column back here. Of which the best target is probably this thing. Is a tramp steamer, I think. One stern shot should seal the deal on that. Okay. Let's actually, for the sake of completeness, do a speed reading on this cruiser now that we're almost stopped. Ship length is 170 meters. So that's all well and good. Yeah, that's just perfect. Alright. I think I figured out how to use this thing before, so time was 70 seconds. Ship length is 169 meters. Yeah, like 5.5 knots, which actually, to be honest, I believe that. So, 5.5 knots. What else can we shoot at in this column? You know, we could take a shot at that Granville, though the gyro angle's pretty janky for it at this point. So. We could just fire all 4 bow tubes at this. Might be a bit much, though, I don't know. And this is kind of small. It's like a small merchant or something, not worth all that much trouble, to be honest. But whatever. Where does our gyro angle come to 0? About here. Okay, well, in that case, let's set up our shot. I'll use tubes 1, 2, and 3. I'll definitely shoot 3 at this ship just to really seal the deal, because it's a decent prize. What is a good spot to hit on it? Midships or under the guns? Okay, I'll put 1 torpedo underneath maybe the magazines and the other in the engine room. We'll do high speed. Do I do impacts or magnetics? Let's do magnetics. Draft 5.4 meters. Set them to 6. Not making the same mistake, don't worry, as last time. Okay, open up tube 3. Bing bang bong. Tube 2. And tube 1 will go, say, here. Range reading could have been better, but whatever. And let's very quickly take a pot shot at this thing. With the stern tube. Impact. Okay. Whoa! Okay, we obliterated that ship. But we need to friggin' go. Okay, don't do that, but oh. Since we're getting shot at. Possibly. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's see what the damage is. Rear the conning tower and we can't fix it anyway. Okay. Let's see what happened with our little stern shot there. Probably nothing if I had to guess. Never say never. Yeah, probably nothing, but that's fine. I'm content with this prize. And I didn't see anything really all that we had a decent shot at with our remaining forward tube, so I'm content that we didn't shoot at anything else for the time being. Guess I probably should have. Yeah. Well, did we officially get a sinking notification for that? Torpedo impact. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's going down, so we did indeed sink. Southampton class. Did I identify it wrong? Maybe I did. Does that mean we bagged a bigger prize than I thought? Bet it does. No, that's pretty much a sister ship. Never mind. Oh yeah, but with the funnels are at an angle on the Southampton class. Guess if I'd scrolled, but other than that, it's pretty much the same dimensions, so our solution was fine. That'll be whatever torpedo miss, or nope. Oh, that'll be that ship dying. Well, nighty night. And we seem to be getting away okay. Yeah. I guess we have a little bit of depth to play with. Not that I should know that. Well, I should actually from looking at the map, but this is useless in the nighttime. That being said, though, we're going to go to 40 meters just because we can. You know, given that I only saw one escort ship, I almost wonder if we could get away with making another attack. Just come back up and take a snapshot at something at close range. You know what? It's 1939. To hell with it. I'm going to try it. We got one more torpedo to work with. Let's use it. Huh. Might have to load an external if we get the chance. We've actually used up a decent number of torpedoes already. Well, how about that? On our way back up to periscope depth. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Oh, that's why the stern torpedo missed, I bet, because I didn't turn the TDC back on after I whacked in the new range reading. Ah. Yep, so that would have fired with completely the wrong settings. That's why we didn't even see it. Probably, if I had to guess. Okay, what do we got? A little freighter. Another little freighter. And a big freighter. Anything in this other column worth shooting at? That is... What is that? Whoops, no, it's not that. It looks like it might be a Granville freighter, or it could be like just a coastal thing. Hang on. There. Pardon the gratuitous clicking. No, it's got a rake bow. Yeah, it's a small merchant. I think. Except it isn't because it has that bridge out in front. No, that could be a Granville freighter. Which is absolutely a legitimate target. Great Lakes. Granville. Yep, that's what that is. Okay. Well. Say that. Or we could shoot that. Though the gyro angle on it's not great at this point. 270. Can be like that. Is something illuminating us? Yes. Not that there's a thing they can... That has a Norwegian flag. Norway's still neutral. That being... Whoa. Something's armed. Okay, let's be quick about this then. We'll set up tube 1. Impact. You can assume these ships might have sped up, but they're also zigzagging, so we'll actually leave the speed in the same. Okay, what's shooting at us? Whatever it is, it's getting close, so to hell with it.
Rohr 4, los! Torpedos abgefeuert!
40 meters, quick!
Tiefe 3,9 Meter. Neuer Kurs 3.
And I'll turn to run perpendicular to the convoy, so that we stay underneath it for a while, which should confuse any potential escort ships. And let's see what that does. Where? Can I see my torpedo? Ah! It ran deep and it would have missed anyway. Well, it was a pretty haphazard shot. To be honest, I should have saved the torpedo for a more legitimate target, especially since we don't have that many left. We'll have 3 for the forward tubes once I reload this external. That might not have been the best decision, but oh well, it's the one I took. Nothing to be done about it. I think I will come back if it turns out that any escort ship comes close or if we're meaningfully hunted in any real way.